Coming soon, a chance to get to know some of the most important workers maintaining Greater West Bloomfield's beloved environment. West Bloomfield Parks is hosting Bees, Butterflies, and Blooms, the Pollinator Festival at Marshbank Park on Saturday, August 23rd. Here to tell us more from West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation is Catie Skaff, who is their environmental education intern. Catie, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Glad to have you on as we get ready for Pollinator Festival. It's really an opportunity that mixes of, like many of West Bloomfield Parks' events, fun with education all into one. So why the focus? Let's begin. Why the focus on pollinators?
Yes, absolutely. Pollinators are absolutely essential for our food production. They contribute to 1/3 of what we eat every day. So without them, we would have about a 40% decrease in food. So we should definitely bring awareness to them and appreciation.
And part of the goal of the Pollinator Festival with West Bloomfield Parks is to give something that can be enjoyed and something that can be learned from for people of all different ages in our community. Why is that important, that widespread educational effort?
Yeah, absolutely. Education never stops. We should always try to learn more. We're going to have many different activities for all ages. We will have monarch tagging and displays, caterpillar displays, and then lots of things for the kids, like beeswax crafts and face painting, and then Bees and D will be there as well, and they are just very educational about our pollinators.
And take us through that partnership too, because Bees and the D, they focus primarily on, of course, bees with hives all throughout the city of Detroit, much of the metropolitan area. Of course, you mentioned they partner with West Bloomfield Park. So to have those experts in a very key pollinator demographic with those bees be available to you as a resource and to also provide education to the community, how does that help you bolster, as West Bloomfield Parks collectively, your appreciation and your support for pollinators and educating on pollinators in our community?
Yeah, Bees and the D's is very essential to what we do here. They are a wealth of knowledge. They will come and they do talks with the children on August 23rd at our Pollinator Festival. And then they're also going to take us through the life of a honeybee. So every time I meet them, I learn something new.
And all of this goes back to supporting our native environment here in Greater West Bloomfield. People move to this area for our parks, for our natural landscapes, for the green space that's available in West Bloomfield, Keagle Harbor, Orchard Lake, and Sylvan Lake. And so what role do pollinators play in maintaining that robust environment that we have in our community that is so well appreciated by its residents?
Yes, we can thank pollinators for all of our flowering plants. They contribute to 80% now of all flowering plants. So what they will do is a pollinator can be anything that transfers pollen. So we often think of bees and butterflies, but other things like moths and birds are also pollinators. They will drink the nectar of the flower, get pollen on their bodies, and then transfer to a new flower and bring the pollen there. So that's how we get our flowering plants. We get our fruits, some of our vegetables that way, and they just make our parks look much nicer.
Catie Skaff is with us, environmental education intern with West Bloomfield Parks. Their Pollinator Festival at Marshbank Park on Saturday, August 23rd. It is free to attend, and more information is on wbparks.org. Catie, your department, you're primarily focused on environmental education. It's right there in your title. And with activities like our plan for the Pollinator Festival, there's games, there's discussions, there's interactivity, all playing a role in that. How does that help to aid the education factor in this? It's one thing to tell people facts about pollinators, why they're important. How do these activities engage people in that and help them learn why that's the case?
Yeah, whenever we can get somebody excited to do an activity that is also a learning opportunity, that's the best way to do it. We're going to have so many different tables that show you exactly what pollinators do. We're going to have the food that the pollinators make there, the honey that the honeybees make. And when you get to see it all up close and actually interact with it, that's the best way to learn.
And all this can be found at Marshbank Park Saturday, August 23rd, the Pollinator Festival with West Bloomfield Parks. You can also follow them across social media for more helpful tips, advice, and facts about our pollinators and more nature facts throughout Greater West Bloomfield. Facebook at WB Parks and Instagram at WB_Parks. Catie Skaff is joining us on the Splash Live as they get ready for the Pollinator Festival coming up in very soon here in late August in West Bloomfield Township. Catie, what are some ways beyond what they learn at the Saturday, August 23rd event that people every day in their gardens, at their homes, across the community can help our pollinators as we transition from summer into fall?
Yeah, absolutely. So having native flowers is essential. Having the native milkweed is really important for our monarchs as well. That is where they lay their eggs and also the only food source for their caterpillars. So yeah, definitely focusing on natives. At the Pollinator Festival, we will also have a native seed giveaway. So that might be a perfect time.
And why is it so important that the native plants be a focal point for this? Obviously, we want to help the pollinators. They help really the majority of the plant life in our community. How much do the native plants play a factor in helping those pollinators in particular, but really altogether keeping our environment pristine in greater West Bloomfield?
Yeah, absolutely. So apart from the milkweed, which is essential for the monarchs, the native plants have evolved with our native pollinators. So their blooming time, the nutrients they have within them is all tied to exactly what our pollinators need.
And Catie, for those that may be attending this event, we'd expect a lot of them are going to be families, but for individuals, maybe they're retirees, maybe they're adults or couples without kids. Why should people of all different age groups want to come to Pollinator Festival and learn this information, enjoy this fun?
Yeah, there's absolutely something for everybody of all ages. The monarch release and then the caterpillar displays are really fun to look at. The naturalists will be there as well to educate everybody about that. We will have sweep netting, so see what you can catch, and then one of the naturalists will tell you more about it.
Games, activity, and plenty of learning at Pollinator Festival Saturday, August 23rd at Marshbank Park. We're joined by environmental education intern Catie Skaff with West Bloomfield Parks. Catie, before we let you go, anything else we haven't discussed yet that people should know about Pollinator Festival?
I think we hit most of the points. It is completely free, no registration needed, and there's something for everybody. So I hope you can join us on Saturday, the 23rd.
If you want to learn more, wbparks.org is the place to go, or join them out at Marshbank Park on Saturday, August 23rd for Pollinator Festival. Catie, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.